The first thing that I need you guys to do is to go to the Canvas page and go. I need you guys to be right now, but okay, so I changed the home page again so that it's the Synchronous Learning page. And if you guys would please go to the Attendance tab and click on the Attendance tab is the little true or false quiz. So if you guys would go ahead and just do that really quickly, I would appreciate it. Then once you finish with that, if you come back to the home page and click on assignments, which is right next to where attendance was. So it looks like there's a lot here. It's a lot less than what it looks like. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to download, well, you guys already downloaded the Creo notebook to OneDrive, or you were supposed to, that first week. I believe we did that on like the second or third day of school. And but I was not sure if you guys are able to get to like Office products like the PowerPoint instead of slides or Word instead of Google Docs. So if you aren't sure how to get to like your like the File Explorer here on your Chromebook, then you can go ahead and just download it again. So the link is right there with the document. If you just click the little down arrow, you can go ahead and download it. And then what we're going to be doing is filling in what I have highlighted here. It's not highlighted on the original one that you downloaded. But we're going to talk about the answers to some of these things. So the first thing, and again, I'm not sure if you guys are going to be able to do that. So I want to talk about what the definitions are, but if you guys can, would somebody check to make sure, or check to see if you guys can download that and open it on your Chromebooks? Yeah, Reese?
We can open it just through Google Drive. If you just go in and search that, it'll open it as a Google Slides.
Okay, that works for me. It doesn't have to be PowerPoint. So if you guys would open that up, we can kind of talk about some of the things that are on that second slide. And I don't. Okay. I'm just going to present my whole screen. Okay, so on that second slide where it says extrude, the first two things is we're going to be writing down the definitions of extrude and tangent. So can someone tell me what the definition of extrude is in reference to like the 3D drawing that we do? Go ahead, William. Or are you just waving?
I raised my hand. I didn't mean to raise my hand. Sorry.
Okay, it looked like you were probably waving to somebody. All right. I know everybody's like half awake. Okay, so to extrude something, it means you have a closed figure that you've drawn in 2D, and you're taking it and you're making it 3D. So you're kind of pulling it out, like just like some of you guys remember SketchUp, where you took that 2D drawing and you used the push-pull tool and you pulled it out and made it 3D. So you're taking a 2D drawing and you're making it three-dimensional. All right, so that's what would go in that first blank. Does anybody know what a tangent is? This is thinking about geometry. Anybody? All right, so tangent line is usually it's discussed in relationship to circles because it's a line that touches a circle at exactly one point. Okay, so it kind of approaches it and it just touches it in that one spot, and then it would continue on, or it can stop right at that one point. So if you have done the pair drawing, you use that tangent line. If you haven't, when you choose that line tool, there's like a little drop down menu next to it, and you can choose like, I think it's like line chain, which just means that you can continue drawing after you tell it where to stop. And then the second one is line tangent. And so you would click on a point of a circle, and then you click on the other circle, and it angles the line at exactly the spot where it touches both of those circles at exactly one point. So it's going to be tangent is going to be a line that touches a circle at exactly one point. And then as for the pictures that are there, if you have done all of your 6 figures and you've assembled them into the assembly project and you took the snip of it, you can go ahead and import that snip into one of those picture spaces and then put a caption and tell what it is. I know there's a few people who have gotten the extrude continued figure done as well. And if you've taken a snip of that already and turned it in, you can use that picture to fill in that second. So that's what 2 of the pictures on the PowerPoint should be. And then the third one can be whatever you want. So it could be like an in progress drawing where you take a snip of what you have done so far, like just take a screenshot of where you are. Or it could be, just one of the shapes that that you did. Maybe it was the one that you struggled with and you finally got it and you're really proud of it, whatever. So that third pick can be whatever you want it to be, and then just make sure you label it under the caption. Down beneath there, it says what specific product could be made with the extrude process. So I'm not looking for a singular answer. Okay, there's nothing that's really right or wrong. It's more, I want you to be thinking about what you could make based on how you draw it. So you draw a 2D figure and you make it 3D. What is something that you use in your everyday life, or something that exists that you can purchase that you could make with using that extrude process, and then just writing down what you have learned. If you are not sure how to get to it on your Chromebook, and so you are, you're feeling lost and you have no idea what I'm talking about, that's okay. We'll go ahead and revisit that on Monday. The other thing that I want you guys to do is go to the, we're going to, within the Creo introduction module, we're going to go to the extrude continued page. That's the one that has the yellow figure with the peg sticking out of the ends. I would like you to watch both of the videos, so part 1 and part 2. And ideally, you would have Creo, up while you watch that. But they're each one just a few minutes long. But I want you to pay attention to the terminology that's used and the tools that are used. And then after you finish watching parts 1 and 2, you're not going to, there's a place where you can start this assignment, because you are going to turn in a picture of, what you replicated here. But that's not what you're going to be doing today, because you haven't worked on it. I want you to click next, and that will take you to the extrude continued quiz. All right, so if All right. Also, and this is on me because I'm not entirely certain what that's going to end up looking like. I ended up putting that extrude continued quiz like inside the module, and I've never done that before, like after a module is created. So if it didn't link correctly, if you go back to that assignment page from for the synchronous learning, and you can click on just the quiz, so the extrude continued quiz, and it's 7 points. Since you guys are on the Google Meet today, you guys are considered present regardless. Anybody who doesn't show up on the Google Meet, that's going to be their attendance. So this is set to be due on Tuesday evening, but it's not necessary that, it's just like everything else. I don't count anything late. So if it comes in after that, I will obviously still accept it. Okay, I'm gonna start presenting. Does anyone have any questions about what you guys are supposed to do? Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys go ahead and work. We're gonna stay on the Google Meet for probably another 5 minutes or so. That way I can answer any questions that you guys have. But you guys can go ahead and get started on the tasks at hand. All right. All right. Thank you.